Hey everyone, this is Matt. I just wanted to put together a quick video for you to show you some of the stuff that I'm taking on my trips. Hopefully this video can help you cut down on time as you're doing research trying to find that perfect packing list. So let me show you a few things. First thing I'd like to show you is my backpack itself. This is an REI Vagabond travel pack. And this is a medium-sized bag, very lightweight, a really great support system. And one feature that I think that no matter what kind of bag you get, you should definitely look for is a front-loading backpack compared to a backpack that opens at the top. Now the reason for this is you can get anywhere in the bag very quickly, so if you need something in the bottom, not hard to get to. And for someone who's going to be in and out of their bag on a daily basis, this is, I think, a must. So definitely check this bag out if you're in the market for it. The next thing I want to show you is my small little day pack. This is just a hand-me-down backpack. That's all this really is. That's all you really need. Something small and lightweight that you can kind of fold up because it's going to be it's going to have to be stored somewhere. So you can get this pretty small and just kind of shove it in your bag. Definitely not the most important piece that you're making a decision about, but it definitely something that you do want to consider. So I'm going to be showing you a lot of cool stuff throughout this video, and one of the things that you have to take into consideration is protecting that stuff. So I'm going to show you some of the security precautions that I'm taking. The first thing I'm going to show you, this is a pack-safe item, and basically what this is right here, this is a netting that is used to basically hold your bag and prevent people from getting into the pockets. But on top of that, this actually can be secured around a standing item, so a bedpost or a piping coming out of the wall or something like that, to prevent people from just running off with your bag. So, believe it or not, this entire thing right here fits over that entire large backpack that I just showed you. So it's very expandable, and you can just slide the backpack right in there. And also, this thing actually fits into this little piece right here for packing. So it looks a little heavy, whatever. It's actually not that bad. Probably right around a pound, and maybe even less than that. And it fits into right here. So the packing is not really that big of an issue. The next thing I'm going to show you is a PackSafe safety belt. So this is also by PackSafe. Now this is to keep valuable items, and you want to wear this underneath your clothing to basically prevent people from pickpocketing you or anything like that. And you want to put the most important stuff here: cash, traveler's checks, passports, debit, credit cards, any documentation that you have to have. That's the kind of stuff that's going to be going in here. The next thing I'm going to show you is a security lock for your laptop if you're bringing one. This can also be secured to a solid item, so basically no one can just walk by a table and run off with your laptop or anything like that if you're out at a park or public sitting area or something like that. So if you are going to be using a computer in those locations, highly recommend this. This is by Kensington. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you, not really a security measure, but definitely a valuable item to have. This is a rucksack rain cover, and so obviously it's going to protect your bag from getting soaking wet. So that's the first feature. But the reason I'm including this kind of in the security field is because what this bag also does, it makes your bag look like crap. And now the reason that's important is because when your bag is basically sitting on something next to all these other bags, and someone's thinking about stealing a bag, they're going to go for the bags that look nice. They're going to go for the bags that look like they were brand new or something like that. So this is basically a tarp over your bag. So it's definitely not going to make your bag look good, and hopefully they'll overlook grabbing it. All right, so I'm going to move on to the electronics now. First thing, I am bringing a laptop. It is very important that you're bringing in a good case. This is a BOOK Viper case. And this is for a 13-inch MacBook, so they have them for all different size computers. And there's a couple really cool things. First off, ballistic nylon. So this is very sturdy and good for dropping. If it will protect your bag or your laptop while it's in your bag. And on top of that, it's actually waterproof. So definitely good at preventing water damage to your laptop. All right, so the next thing I'm going to show you is actually the camera that we're using right now. This is called a Kodak ZI-8, and it's basically a small handheld camera. It can shoot up to HD, so it's a really good quality camera. This is the purple one. Mine's black. I decided to be a little bit more manly and get the black one. It's a very small. It literally fits in your pocket. A couple things that I bought along with this. The lavalier microphone that I'm using right now, it's by Audio-Technica. This is good for when you have basically a talking situation like this where you just want to pick up one main speaker. It does pick up a little bit of area volume, but you know, nothing too crazy. For area volume, if you do want to pick it up, this is a Sony microphone, and this is good for if you're out in nature or something like that and you're trying to pick up the sounds of everything else going on around. I also bought a small little tripod. Now this is only a 6-inch tall tripod, but the usefulness of this tripod is that it's flexible, and so you can basically stand this up on rocks or anything like that if you need to. So it does kind of protect, or it does kind of enable you to put your camera in maybe some places that you wouldn't have been able to. You can also actually wrap this, so if you have a tree branch or something, you're trying to get some sort of unique shot, you can wrap this around a tree branch, which is actually fairly cool. And last thing for the Kodak ZI-8, this is just a little remote. Anything you can do on the camera, you can do on this remote, so it's definitely a cool little thing to have. All right, next I'm going to show you my point-and-shoot camera. This is a Canon SD1400 IS. Now you can see this is a very small camera. It fits in the palm of my hand. Now I'm a beginning photographer, so I wasn't looking for an SLR camera or anything crazy like that. But this does have a couple really cool features that kind of takes the guesswork out of it for people who don't know a lot about photography like myself. First off, it has an autofocus feature, which is amazing. I've tried it out a few times, and it works very well. It also picks the settings for you automatically, so it'll adjust to landscape, or if there's people you're taking a picture of. This is a really good camera to have for that. So obviously I've shown you a lot of electronics. You've got to charge your electronics. This is basically a travel-friendly power cord. They stagger the outlets right here. They have 6 outlets on here, and obviously you can see it's very, very small. So this is great instead of dragging along some large travel a regular power cord that you have. This is definitely a huge advantage to those. All right, what we have right here are your standard adapters. This is from a 2-prong to 3-prong, so a lot of places you'll only find 2-prong outlets. And I'm actually not, don't bring this on all your trips. You definitely do your research beforehand, but this is a universal converter. And if you're from the U.S. and you're going to Central America or something like that, you really don't need this. But if you're going to places in Europe or Japan or Southeast Asia, anything like that, this is something you'd want to bring along. All right, so I am bringing a lot of electronics, and I want to keep them dry. This is a Sea to Summit dry sack, and basically what this does, you fill it up as full as you want, and you can seal it, and you can basically keep water out. And I actually want to show you, I've got all my charging devices in here for all of my my laptop, for the phone, the computer, everything else, the phone, everything. So what we want to do here is simply roll, and then go forward like that, and you've got a dry sealed bag. All right, last few items here, some not so exciting items, but important items to have. First thing, probably the simplest items that I've got in my bag, string and clothespins. Now, the reason that you want to consider bringing this is because there could be cases where you are doing laundry in a sink, or maybe you have a washing machine but not a dryer. This is a quick makeshift clothesline that can definitely help you out in a little bit of a bind instead of laying your clothes over the bed, and they're not really going to dry out that well. Next, all right, so while you're traveling, sometimes shit happens. You want to be prepared. Half a roll of toilet paper compressed down so it doesn't take up very much room. Obviously, you all know what it's for. Definitely good to have in crappy situations. All right, so next we have this just small little flashlight. This is good for if you need to get in your bag at the hostel at night. You don't want to flip the lights on and wake everyone up. Last little things here, guys. Walmart, Target, any sort of department store like that features basically these small little containers. These are all airport friendly, all below 3 ounces. This is Downy wrinkle remover for all your clothes that are in bags, all wrinkled up. This is all detergent. And then these two, you just put whatever shampoo and soap that you like. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.